All right, want to show you two really useful features of the databases that we have through the school. The databases are the best place to start with your research, where to really start getting good information. You know it's valid, you know it's reliable, you don't have to double check it anywhere, you know you can use it if you find it there. So if you've never used the databases from the homepage at school, just go to the library and you'll see them down here. So opposing viewpoints in context, science in context, and global issues in context, I think are going to be the most useful. ProQuest will be as well. We'll get back to that one. Just going to start with opposing viewpoints in context. All three of these have the same interface. It's the same layout. So everything I show you on opposing viewpoints in context, it's going to be the same with those other two. So you can start out getting here, sign in. I signed in with OneDrive. You could sign in with Google Drive as well, whatever works best for you. You can search your topic. I'm going to go with abortion because I know you can't use abortion for this. You'll see you've got breakdown to different types of news you can get over there. It breaks it down here as well. If you're just scrolling through, you see some things that might sound interesting. You think, oh, okay, I'm going to click on this. This seems like a good article. You're reading through it, you see that this looks valuable. There's information here. Maybe you can't finish reading it right now, but you know you want to come back to it later. You can just click to send it to OneDrive or to Google Drive. It's totally up to you. You can do it either way. I'm going to send it to OneDrive and just click OK. You'll notice I have it already up here. I have OneDrive open. Sometimes it takes a minute to get there. And you'll see once it's there, you'll suddenly have a little folder for opposing viewpoints in context. You click on that, you have your article here, and then you can come back to it. You'll see you can edit the document. You know, with your laptops now, you can flip it over, annotate on it, do whatever you want, but you can pretty much work with it as you would work with any article online. So you know you have that there now. I'm going to just go back here for when we get to a different one. So you've got that. One other really useful thing, and I think this is going to be even more important for a lot of you, is if you know you're going to use this, you're going to have to use it for your citation. On your works cited page, it's going to have the entry there. The citation tools here is great. First of all, depending on the type of person you are, you could always do, like I know many of you do, just copy and paste it. You see I have a Word document already open here. So I could set this up and then just kind of do a typical copy and paste. You'll see there are some problems with this, which we'll come back to, but you would have to do a little bit more of the formatting, make sure that it's done correctly, all that. Either way, for now, this is here. This is not the best option though. What is the best option is if you see this export, you can select to EasyBib and click export. I already have EasyBib set up over here and I'm logged in up here, and you can also see that I have a project already created for this called Protest Project 2018. So if I have this open already to that project, anytime I export something to EasyBib, and you'll see I'm going to do it from a couple databases, it's still Protest Project 2018 and it has it right there. So there's the citation. Keep that in mind because this is going to be valuable. We're going to come back to that in a second. So you can do that. Again, you can download it as well. I would say this is the easiest way is exporting it there, and I'll show you the best reason why in a bit. But make sure it's MLA 8th edition. So we go back, we see another thing. Oops. We keep searching for articles. This took me back too far. But go back down through here. See, actually, academic journals are usually pretty good. So look at this. This one sounds interesting. You see that it is really dense. There's a lot going on, a lot of terminology, but maybe there's some really good statistics in it. Okay, I'm going to send that one to OneDrive as well and do that. But I'm also going to export this. So again, I'll just keep both of these going so you can see the difference. But if I copy that, first I'm going to want to see, okay, this author's last name is going to be before that one. So I'll paste that. I have those there. Again, I'm going to come back to show you some disadvantages to that. Make sure it's MLA 8. Go to EasyBib, export it. And you will see again. And EasyBib's gotten really bad with the ads and videos, so just do your best to ignore that. It slows everything down, but everything else still works okay. Don't care about you. So you have two there now. So keep this in mind. Once again, we're going to come back to that. So say I'm done with opposing viewpoints in context. I have found numerous different sources there that I really like. Then maybe I want to try ProQuest for a little while. So I'll go there. And looks like I was already searching abortion, practicing this. So there's that. ProQuest, again, it's clunkier. There's a lot going on. The interface is a little more tricky. You want to narrow it down, kind of, keep it a little bit as simple as possible. So this narrows it down. But I'll say, okay, here's another article. It sounds good. I'm going to look at it, see if it's worthwhile. Same thing. I look through it. Yes, this is great. So first you could do, if you click the site, this will give you the one that you can copy and paste, although, again, make sure it's MLA 8th edition. And there are subtle differences, but there are differences. Then you could do the same thing, copy this here. Last name is going to be in between here. Okay, so that's looking all right so far. Keep that in mind. But just like before, you could save this, save it to your Microsoft OneDrive. For some reason, I don't know why, ProQuest won't recognize my school OneDrive, so this is saving it to my home computer's OneDrive, kind of the personal one, but it would be the same thing with yours. So you'll see there'll be a ProQuest folder that opens up. The article will be in there. I think there's one I saved. Yeah, I saved this one earlier also. But if I click on this, exact same thing as it was with the opposing viewpoints in context folder. You have the article there. You can refer back to it. You'll always have it in your drive, so you know you can use it. Then the other thing, it's also under save for this one, not under site, but under save, you can also export this to EasyBib. Just accept what it says there. You've got MLA 8th. You continue. And then you have to hit, yeah, so import without abstracts. Don't include the abstracts. Then you'll see it's going to go to EasyBib again because I had it opened and that particular file open. I now have all three of them there. So the ones from opposing viewpoints in context as well as the ones from ProQuest are here. So first, one of the great things I wanted to show you was downloading them to either OneDrive or Google Drive. You have those, you can refer back to them, you can use them, pull quotations, all of that. The other part though that I really want to show you is, first of all, we'll run these side by side. So you have this works cited page that you've created. Overall, it's pretty solid. You will notice that not everything comes out accurately though. It looks like the italics are fine, all of that, but the capitalization of the titles are not accurate. You would have to go through and fix those. If you noticed as I was posting or as I was pasting them here, I realized which the author needed to go where with alphabetizing. You'll have to take care of that. You'll have to check all that on your own, make sure it's accurate. Whereas with EasyBib, if you have these here, you can export this list to a Word document. And I'm just going to download it for Word. And for here, I would probably go through, make sure you save it where you want. So I'll just save this to my maybe English language comp folder. Maybe I title this so I have that. And then when I open this, you'll notice a little bit of a difference here. So first of all, it does all the formatting. It alphabetizes everything for you. It has everything italicized that you need italicized. And another nice thing is you'll see that the capitalization is fixed and it is correct. So you don't have to worry about that. It already takes care of that for you. So this essentially creates your entire works cited page for you. If you get everything from the databases, you save it to that file on EasyBib. Once you have them all done, you just click the steps or go through those steps I just showed you, and it will create your entire works cited page for you. Then just put this at the end of your document so that you're assured that it has your running header on it, and then you're good to go. But all the information you need is right there. If you look at that compared to this one, it's very similar because I put it in that way. But again, the capitalization's wrong. You're going to have to check all the alphabetizing, anything like that. So the one that's created for you, it works out much better. And again, EasyBib, if you remember, I mean, it's got a lot going on as far as ads, everything else that is a bit of a distraction, all the videos, political stuff now. But it's worth it if you just set up your account and then you can just create a new, I forget what they actually call it. I think it's a new project. And then you just name your project, protest project, whatever it is, and then it'll all line up there. It's really handy, really great. I highly recommend using it. So anyway, just wanted to set this up for you so that you can look at this, use it as you will. If you have any questions, please come talk to me, particularly if you're looking at this because you missed the day in class when I went over all the database stuff with y'all. So if you still have questions, just please come talk to me. I'd be happy to help you as much as I can. Thanks.